Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Caregiving Circus. My name is Jackie Schwab, and I am your reluctant ringmaster. So I wanted to continue on our theme from yesterday to talk a little bit about the power of positive affirmations and how they can help you with your self-care along your caregiving journey. Hi, Eden. It's nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. So I'm going to give you our top three ideas to kind of continue on with that. And then if you want to get a little bit of a deeper dive into any of those subjects, then go ahead and join us in our Caregiving Circus group so we can give you a little bit more details. Good morning. It's always nice to see you, Eden. And I love your profile picture because it looks like a palm tree and it's all peaceful and lovely and fantastic. So that's cool. All right. So we talked a little tiny recap yesterday about the positive affirmations not being as much a hokey pokey as everyone thinks, because essentially they are really about positive reinforcement, which is actually a very heavily studied theory in psychology and in the 1970s, even books written by people like Napoleon. His name popped out in my head. Think and Grow Rich, title of Think and Grow Rich, was really based around this idea of positive affirmations. So 3 other reasons you could utilize positive affirmations in your life. Palm tree in Florida, awesome. I haven't been to Florida in a while. Oh, we went in February last year for a Disney trip with the kiddos. So number 1 of the 3 tips for today is it allows you to control and understand a little bit more about what's going on in your subconscious mind, the lizard brain, we say, right, or the monkey brain, whichever your guru is you follow. But essentially, sometimes it's hard to even realize you've got like self-talk monkey pumps going on in the background. But if you start spending time to try to catch it so you can flip the coin over to positive, it actually is giving you a way to tap into a resource that you haven't really had access to before. So clearly you can try to change a current thought that you're thinking of, but being able to continually reinforce something that's in your subconscious mind is a really powerful tool that you can use to sort of help keep you on the DL when you're walking through your caregiving journey. The second one would be the ability to help reinforce you overcoming poor habits or bad choices. I talk a lot about habits and habit chains and how that was instrumental in changing Zoe's life, but it is also instrumental in changing our lives. So the only thing that I would caution, if you allow me to caution, would be you can create bad habits just as easily as you can create good habits by continually reinforcing and positively reaffirming those things. For example, if every single morning you get up and go, oh crap, I got to work out again. Oh, my butt is so big. Well, you're reinforcing that your butt's big and that working out's crappy. But if you wake up every day and go, I would like to feel energy, and working out helps you do that, right? You can't lie to yourself because that doesn't work either, but you can reframe it to be a more positive thought. That can help you do things like get a promotion, but it can also help you with your weight loss journeys and stopping smoking and those types of things as well. And then our third tip for today on our broadcast is it actually can help you have more positive relationships. And you're like, sure, okay. But no, really. I mean, even just think about it without any like magic bridges type stuff is if you have a poor thought of the person that you love and you let that one in there and your stinking thinking sort of grow and morph into something icky, you're running all around all day mean mugging them, and they're like, what's your problem? Why you got RFB, right? Resting bitch face. And they're like, what? I don't know what you're talking about. You've got bad stuff and the bad vibes sort of, propagate through, and you kind of feel bad about them. I mean, if you're having this bad thought and you dwell on it and you keep it and you're holding it, then a lot of your cumulative effect of how you feel about that person is negative. But if you catch yourself, right, with the PMA versus NMA, if you catch yourself, you flip the coin and go, although the laundry only got done to this point, that's a bad word to say, but you say, oh, the laundry got done all the way to this point, and I only have to do this now. My partner is so helpful. I love my husband. I love my wife. I love my children for what they're doing and the work that they're doing. So I think that there's a lot of value into that. And just 2 quick ones on that because it's a fun one. There's a fun game you can play with your kids to help them look for Naughty Nelly or Stinkin' Thinkin' or Silly Stitch whatever their little crud monster is in there that's thinking negative thoughts, and if they catch it and they kind of flip it, you can play good behavior detectives, and they can do it for you and you can do it for them. So essentially, you are looking for clues to show positive thoughts. And you're also looking for ways to flip, right? To flip bad thoughts to good thoughts. And so it's like catching people being good. And the kids love it. It's like a fun little game. It's like the detectives, little detective game. And the other one is just proof in the pudding. Darren Hardy has written a book called The Compound Effect, The Entrepreneurial Roller Coaster, a couple other things. He does a lot of collaborations with other big people in the industry. Jim Rohn is one of his mentors, Brian Tracy. And he spent an entire year doing a gratitude journal for his wife. And every day, no matter what, good, bad, indifferent, ugly, mad, or happy, he wrote down something that he loved about her and that he respected and he thought was amazing. And then at the end of the year, he actually gave her that gratitude journal. She said, her name is Georgia, she said it was the best gift she ever got in her life. I met her in person, so this isn't just, oh, I read this on the internet. And he said he's never loved her more. I mean, just thinking about people in a loving way can help you with your relationships. So helping you tap into subconscious mind for overcoming things, overcoming bad habits. And 3 is having happier relationships. If you want to dive a little deeper, a little later today, go check on out some additional conversations over in the Caregiving Circus. I'll put the link in the post after the video is over. All right, guys, thanks so much. Appreciate you coming in. I'll see you same time, same place tomorrow. Caregiving Circus, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time in the Caregiving Circus, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I am your reluctant ringmaster. See you later.